Hello friends, welcome again to my channel Organic and Hydroponic Urban Grow Pro. Friends, today in this video we are going to talk about our home garden or the terrace garden brinjal plant care and maintenance. What you are seeing over here are my brinjal plants which I have planted into the grow bags onto the terrace garden. Now these plants are now 45 days old. First 15-20 days for nursery and another 20 days into the after transplantation, and you can see the good growth of the plant. So if I let it grow it as a natural way, it will develop into a small bush and give quite a good number of the fruits also. But as we are growing it into the home garden or the terrace garden, we have very limited space to growing it. So if we prune this plant in a particular way, then we can get the good yield from the small area also. So today in this video, I am going to explain you in detail what care we should take for this plant and how to prune this plant so that we get the maximum fruit from the small area with a very good quality. So to know everything in detail, please stay connected to the video till the end. Let's start the video. So friends, as I have told you, these are my brinjal plants which I have grown into the grow bags, and these plants we have prepared with the nursery around 17 to 18 days and then transplanted into these grow bags. After that, we have regularly watered this and reached to this stage. If you look carefully to this plant, you can see the good healthy growth, good height of the plant also, and you can see over here the brinjal is also coming over here. Now, to nourish this plant, we have initially put good amount of the cow dung manure into our potting mix. We have added around 20% of the cow dung manure, well decomposed cow dung manure, into these grow bags. You can also add compost instead of the cow dung manure. And now onwards, we must supplement this plant with the around 100 grams of the either the neem cake or the castor cake regularly for its good and healthy growth. So with this, we can get the good healthy growth of the plant and get the fruits. Now we'll see about how to take care of this plant so that we'll get the good fruit into the small area. So friends, now we'll talk about taking care of this plant. Now you can see that this plant has grown well, and if you count this from the bottom, so this is the first node, second node, third node, fourth, fifth, sixth and seventh. After 7th node, it has a split, and you can see the fruit setting over here. This is very critical node for us. This node is the natural split node, and here the stem up to here it is the main stem, and from here these are the branches. So now again look at this plant, and you can see that lot of shoots are growing from all the leaf axils, and these are called the water shoots or the new shoots. All these shoots will take lot of food, and if we let this grow wildly, then our plant will become too much clumsy or too much heavy on the bottom, and it will take lot of nutrient in developing those shoots, and we will get the lesser yield. So to increase the yield and to improve the quality of the fruit, we must remove all these water shoots from the below. Now we must remember this natural split, and we will remove all the shoots barring one shoot immediately below the split. We will remove all the shoots. That has a specific importance for the plant. I will explain you that later. But first we will remove all these shoots from this plant. So we can simply remove these shoots by pinching them from the axil. So you can remove all these shoots, water shoots. If the shoots are big, you can use the knife. But if shoots are small, you can remove them very easily with the hand. So we need to only remove shoots, not the leaf. So we are clearing this well. So now you can see that we have removed all these shoots, barring this one shoot. So now let us understand how to prune this plant to get the good yield. Now pruning are of the two types. The one in which we let these two stems to grow vertically up and support them and trellis them. In this method, we'll get the limited number of fruits and only two stems is growing, so very limited space is there. But the plant will be the semi-vine type and we need to support this plant to the vertical trellis. Here we are going to remove all the side shoots and keep only the main stem growing. And in another method, we will grow this plant on a 3 to 4 shoots and we will regularly prune the main shoots and grow the plant on the side shoots. In this method, we will get the shorter plants with the more number of fruits on it with a little smaller into the size. So let us understand both this method of the pruning one by one. Watch the video till the end, and if you find this video interesting and useful, then give me a like. Also share it with the like-minded people. Express your view in a comment box and feel free to give any suggestions to improve. Let's watch the video. Don't forget to subscribe. So now let us see how to prune this plant to get the desired results. For that pruning, we require a sharp knife with us to cut the plant. Now, as I explain you, the two methods of the pruning, in which the first method, we have a semi-vine type plant and we need to trellis that plant. In that system, what we need to do, you can again see this plant. Here is the first fruit set and here is the natural split. Now, on natural split, we have got the two stems. Now, the phenomena of this brinjal plant is, this is the first node, second node and third node is the flowering. Again it will repeat every third node. Same way on this stem only also. So what we need to do, after this fruiting, we need to take out all the suckers or the whatever shoots coming out of the leaf axil and keep only the main stem running on the wires. This way we will get every third node a set of flowers or the flower which is going to set the brinjal on it. And this is how we will get the regular interval brinjal setting on the plant. And this brinjal will be with the very good quality. But we are not going to follow this method of pruning, as we have decided to grow for the shorter plant which is self-supporting. And for that we need to cut the plant every third node with the main stem. So again I will see, here is the first fruit, here is the natural split. Now if you see the first node, second node, third node, the flower is set over here. So what we need to do, we need to cut the plant, the node above the flower is set and we need to take out the sucker from that and we will allow this sucker below the flowering node to grow. So I will just show you how I am going to cut. So here we are going to take the cut. You have cut this from the top. Again here you see this is the flowering and I am going to cut it from here. So we must remember we need to cut only the shoot, not the leaves. So here is the flowering, here is the flowering. So this way, with every shoots growing from the below the flowering set, we'll have a new shoot of the flower on the second node. This is how we keep on cutting the plant lower and we'll get the more number of fruit on this plant. Now, as I explained you earlier, the node below this fruit set we need to keep. Now we can grow this shoot also as a fruiting shoot, and if required we can, if the plant is healthy, we can take one more shoot growing in the other direction for the flowering and the fruit setting, and we can continuously cut the main node above the flower set and pinch the suckers and get our plant shrubby and productive. So how do you like this method of pruning a brinjal plant and get the good fruits from the small area? Write me back into the comment box. And meanwhile, you also prepare for your favorite method of the pruning of your brinjal plant. Happy growing!